Hi guys, it's Willem Nelson here from Bunny Pants. So I decided to create this video to present how we see the new website functioning, looking going forward. We've got some options we want to show you, and I think by creating a video you can watch it over and over again, and you can also have a look at it before our meeting maybe and save some time. And I can also show you functionality that maybe in a live environment we won't be able to do because we haven't built these websites. It's actually just designs, it's flat JPEGs, but I'm gonna do a few tricks here and see if I can show you how we see the website functioning going forward, especially by changing the way the website's going to market to clients. And so this isn't set in stone. I think the reason for this meeting is going to for us to be deciding on how the website's look and feel would look going forward, and then if we can choose something that's that you guys like, we're going to go take that look and feel, and we're going to base all the content going forward on that. And yeah, so I'm excited to show it to you. And so first want to start with just the files we've seen to you. So I'm just going to open Explorer quickly. So we'll see in the attachments in the email we've sent you. I'm just going to explain them to you. So we've got option 1A, a look. We've got an option 2A, a look, and then we've got a B version. There's actually a C version, and there's a few differences between them. You will see this one is a darker version of this light version. Option 1 is based a lot on your company profile. We played around with a few elements, and what we can do is we'll be able to cross-pollinate between the looks. And so in other words, if you like buttons on the one, we can try and design it over on the other one. Then secondly, the content, like I said, isn't set in stone. That's just not how we feel exactly how the homepage should look. We're just showing you components of the website functionality, how we can use it going forward. So after this exercise, if you say, listen, we're going to go with option 1, everything on it is fine. We're going to take the content and then decide what's going to be on the homepage, what will be on the about page, what's going to be on the team page, what is going to be on the contact page, and build it from there. Okay, so if you download these JPEGs, what you can do is you can just open it on your computer and just scroll until it's the screen is full. So I'm not going to drag it all to the ends, but you can do that. So just get a full view of how it would look in the browser. If I want to, I can make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to show you now in the web browser how it looks. So I just want to show you what you can do from your side. And that will give you an idea of how the website would look on a screen fold. So a screen fold is from the top of your laptop or desktop to the bottom of your screen. And it will respond on different devices. And at the moment, we're just looking at how it would look on a laptop or a large HD screen, and then when we've got a certain look and feel, we will redesign it so it's 100% mobile friendly as well. I'm going to talk about how the website will work. So what you do when you have done that, you can just use your mouse and just move the image up and down so you can see just the design elements. So at the moment we're looking at design elements. Don't worry about the content because some of the content is fake text. So you can just do that on your own as well if you want to see how it works. The other look is this one here. Like I said, I'm going to show it how it looks in a web browser. I just want to get it. So this look is a bit different to what your company profile looks like, and but maybe there's elements here that you like, and so we went a bit daring with it, and we also changed the look and feel of it to the other one, and I'm going to explain the menus just now to you. And the same with this one, you can just scroll, have a look, and I'm going to show you the functions in a while. So let me go all the way to the bottom. Okay, and then here's just a darker version of that one. So to get the right feeling, the person needs to zoom it. Actually, the better you can get it to a full screen, the better it will look. So this version of the site also has a different version. It's based on the first look I'm going to show you guys. So the menu here, you still have this who we help and how we help, and I'm going to show you how it works. But we've got we've also used this version or the look and feel, so it fits with the first 1A option I'm going to show you just now. So this is just a darker one. It fits more with your brand colors, where the other one was a lighter version. Like I said, we can, if you like this and you want to mix it with the other one, we can do that as well. And you know, we can take elements and redesign them a bit as well. So it's not saying that if it looks like this, it must stay like this. We can add a third block here and stuff like that, change the angle of the lines and so on. You can move elements around. Okay, so I just wanted to show you when you get this, you can download this and view them on your machine. This is just how we show clients how a website would look, the color palette we've followed, and how it would look on a laptop. It's just a mock-up. Okay, so let's get back to the functionality of it. Okay, so I'm going to refer to this look as look 1. And so I've opened it now, and like I said, it's a JPEG, so don't worry about the text that looks a little bit fluffy. It's not a real website as you see it here. And but I'm still going to try and show you the functionality if it was a website. So if the browser opens, it will open on this page with this version. But we don't just have like a static image. It will have it will be alive a bit. So let me just show you an example of it. So if I mean alive, if I refresh this page, we can make the elements come in like this, and so the page just looks a bit alive. And when you scroll, the same will happen. We call it scroll effect. So if you scroll, text comes in, text goes out, certain elements will fade and certain elements will come back in. So I just want to show you, so if somebody refreshes the website, it will have a look and feel like it did now. So let's just go back to the static image. So I want to show you the menu first. So in other words, how this page works, it starts with we are, and it explains who is Sirdar. But what will happen if you look at my arrows here, if I scroll with my mouse, this page won't scroll down. What it will do, it's gonna stay in the static image or on this screen fold, and it will change the content. So the user is going to have to scroll 5 or 6 times before the website will scroll down. I'm going to show you how it works. But first, I just want to show you the menu. So the login, if I click on the login, it will go to the Sirdar Basecamp's login page. But if I click on the hamburger menu, so we call this hamburger menu, we will have this mega menu come up. And we can change all of this. But at the moment, we have home, services, diagnostics, events, resources, contact, teams, and Basecamp. And we call this a mega menu because it's got some content within the menu itself. And what we can do is we can have some information or call to action to Basecamp. So we can have, we've got this image here of the Basecamp system and what it is. And you can click on here, join today. It was going to take you to the page where you can sign up. But what we can do as well is we can also bring in the diagnostics system in here. So we can have this, but we can also share it with the diagnostic circles and encourage people to click on to do the diagnostics as well. So that's a different option to this one. We didn't design it. I just want to show you the functionality first, and so you understand when I talk about a mega menu or hamburger menu. Okay, so this is how the menu can look. We can change it. That we just felt we didn't want that a normal menu there on top. This looks a bit more modern. as well. And it makes a person want to click here and go and see what is the Sirdar Basecamp. But like I said, we can divide this in two. We can also have our diagnostics tools, because that's where we want the user to go, either to Basecamp or to the diagnostics. Okay, so if I'm going to hover with my mouse away from the menu will just disappear. Okay, so the second functionality of the screen here will be when I scroll down. So on the other look, we added a mouse icon, so it shows you to scroll down, but it doesn't. You don't need a mouse icon to show you to scroll down. The natural thing for somebody to do will be to scroll down, or to take their hand and swipe the screen. But what will happen is when I scroll down, the screen won't go down like in a normal website. So when I scroll down, it's going to take me to the next screen. The next screen is going to say who we help. So what you will notice here, we removed that two menus that you did on the other, the previous look. And we're doing something else here, but we've got an option where we've got that menus as well. So I'm just going to go back. So what will happen is it says we are, and it says who's Sirdar. If I scroll with my mouse, it says who we help, and it says we help family-owned businesses, small, medium enterprises, corporate companies, and high-impact individuals. If I scroll again, it takes me to the next screen where you can, and please, we can change the wording here. We can also add a small sentence if you want to that. It's just how we feel the website should function when somebody lands here. Start your board, transform your board, help you join a board. So this is what we can do, or Sirdar can do. And then if I scroll down with my mouse again, it says how we help. And so here are all the options how Sirdar helps clients. And again, I can go back if I scroll up with my mouse, and if I scroll down with my mouse, I go to how we help. Then the next scroll takes me to a screen that says let's start, and we've got the diagnostics assessments images here, and this will be clickable. So if you can click on diagnostics assessment, join Sirdar Basecamp, and events and programs, and we can add anything else here that's clickable. And that's why we added in the menu, we added the Sirdar Basecamp, but when we end with this, we say let's start with the diagnostics. So what I read that Warwick wrote in the brief, he said he wants the website, the diagnostics system, to be the way you engage with clients. Okay, so again, let me just go back. So what I'm going to do, if I scroll up, it will take me, I'm not going to scroll, I'm going to scroll down again. So we'll stop at let's start. And then when I scroll down again, what will happen is then the website will take me to the next screen. So only when I get to the let's start screen, it will allow me to go to services. Again, we used your most of what your company profiles, design and imagery, and we can change anything here. Again, join Basecamp, call to action. And so if I scroll down again with my mouse, I see the memberships, and this may be change. This is just how we feel we can lay it out. And again, you can see with the arrows we're showing that you can move up and down here, but as soon as you get here and you scroll back, it's going to go to the previous screen. In other words, how we help. We can, who we help, and we are. Okay, so let me just go back to where we were, memberships. And what we've done is here, and this is just a functionality I want to show, so our guided journey. We like this journey that you guys have. And what I'm going to show you here again, so you will see the website arrows have changed, they're not up and down here. So this tells me that when I'm going to scroll, the site's not going to scroll down, it's going to do something else here again. So we're going to have another process that is going to show us. Let me show you that process. Okay, so the process starts here, and so what will happen is when I scroll with my mouse down, it will go to the first circle here, and we're sitting at number 2. So here we are at number 1, and here we're at number 2. And what we can do is we can add numbers there, but I know on your designs you don't have numbers specifically here. So if I scroll down, I go to number 3, then I go to number 4. If I scroll down, it goes to 5, 6, 7, 8. It goes to 9. And everywhere in each page you will see start my evaluation. So in other words, this is also a call to action again to the diagnostics tool. So this will be linked, a person can click here at any time. And so what will happen in the next screen, we will take it to a 10th slide. So if I scroll down with my mouse once more after I've reached the summit, it will take me to this screen. It says diagnostics pathology and start my journey. So the button has changed a little bit here. It says start my journey, and we've got the diagnostics tools with the information as well. So again, this is almost like the top when we started the website. Okay, so what will happen here after I've reached this area, when I scroll down, the website will start scrolling down and doesn't hang around there. Okay, so with this, we've just got a call to action to meet the team. And so I want to show you a function I would like to use on that page. If I click on meet the team, even if I go to the menu, so remember the menu will come down with the website. We can't show it on the JPEGs. But if I click on meet the team, I would like to use this tool. So just we're just showing you, we call it the team scroller. So I would like to put that on the team page to have we've changed your BE status here. But in any case, so this will be clickable and will be able to take you to a profile page of each person and have some more information about that person. And the reason we would like to use something like this is because the Sirdar system uses these circles for the users as well. So let me just show you. So if I'm logged into the Sirdar Basecamp, we also have these circles that the system uses. So it's just pulling through the same look and feel from the website to the Basecamp system itself. Okay, so let's just go back. I'll go down. If I scroll down, I'll come to my upcoming programs. So there's a few ways we can lay this out. I just wanted to show you the look and feel of this. So we've got a system as well that we can implement here, or a function. So let me show you on when I get there. So what will happen is when you land here, you'll be able to go from this event. It will be able to scroll like this. In between them, there's a different layout we can use as well, and we call this a content reveal on scroll. So what will happen is we can use the previous page, we can design it so it functions like this. So what will happen is if I move my mouse down, you will see it's actually a parallax effect. So it will show the next event, and you can click on it. It'll show the next event, and as I'm scrolling, it gets darker as well. So yeah, it's just something we like, and we can go much more plainer. We can just have it go from left to right. We don't have to use this. In other words, this can just be a moving banner with every time with a different event I can click on. If you want all 3 events or 3 or 2 events to show at once, we can divide this into 2 as well. So on the website currently we've got 3 blocks doing this. We just want to repeat the way the homepage works with scroll downs, and then you get to a certain area, it shows you something, and then you can scroll down again. Okay, let me just scroll down a little bit. So you've got our resources, we've got our blogs. The same here, we can show 3 blogs, but it can also move, or you can click here and it can move and show the next 3 blogs. Same with the case studies. We didn't add pictures here, so but we can do it. We just like the more clean cut. So you've got pictures here, so you're not using it again. You've got buttons that says view article. You've got the button you can click on that takes you to the case study. So what will happen is, if I click on the blogs are going to lie on the Sirdar Basecamp system. So if I click, let's say, on this blog, the Basecamp system will open on this specific blog. So this is how the blogs will look on the Basecamp system. Here's just my share buttons. The same here, if I click on a case study, so if I click on this case study, it will open the Sirdar Basecamp system, and it will show us this case study as well. So case studies and blog posts will be open to free users, but the other certain things here, like the learn, if I click on it, it's going to ask me either to buy a user membership, or it will ask me to log in to see something else, the other stuff. And then the same here with the workshops. So if I click on a workshop, and I'll show you, we've got a different layout for this as well, but for this look and feel, if I click on a workshop, what it will do, it's also going to go to the Basecamp system, and it will either go into the workshop itself, or it will go to the month. So this is the events layout of the on the Sirdar Basecamp, and you can change it to list, so you can have a list view as well, but you can also have a month view with your calendar. And like I mentioned, we can also link that to go directly into this event. Just wait for it to load, so you can link directly with the real event. So the event can have lots more information. At the moment, I just loaded the basics just to show you guys how it looks, the layout. Okay, so my next scroll will take me down to the testimonials. We think this is extremely important to have it on the homepage. At the moment, we've got fact text. We call it Lorem Ipsum. So we have an image and testimonial, somebody in their name. And again, what we can do here, we can either have it that the person clicks for it to move. We can also use the scroll effect. So if you scroll down, it brings a new testimonial. So we can have 3 or 4 testimonials. Or if you land here, you can automatically change. So every few seconds, there can be another testimonial. So there's options as well. And then if you scroll down, it's going to take you to a basic contact footer. So we can add your contact details here, but the problem is you've got a lot of offices. So we thought that maybe it's good just to have a short, easy contact footer with a form and all your social buttons. You can also add this WhatsApp button. We use it in our business, and it's crazy how much leads this WhatsApp chat brings in against people filling in a form. So people would rather chat over WhatsApp than than filling in a form. Okay, so this is the footer of this, of how it can look. And again, we can change it. We can add content. We can add the terms and conditions to the footer, links to the Popia page as well. There's another function we want to show you here on the elements area. So this is also something we can do with the website. So on a different page, we can do this. So if what happens when I go to my step 1, I can have a picture. At the moment, it's small. It's just to show you you can add a content. We can add a link to somewhere as well. And like here, we can have a button read more. So this is also something we can do. We can change the size of the stuff, the buttons as well. Something I wanted to show you. We call this hotspot. So what I've maybe thought to do is with your footer that has the world map on it, we can link the contact details with that as well if you want to, but then we'll need to put in the whole map at the bottom as well. So hotspot is something we can use on the contacts map as well. This is just another function. We can have mouse overs. So there's a lot of things we can do. We call this card hover to give the website a bit, to make it alive. This is what we call interactive slider. So what it will do is, and we can do it with any of the component of the website. We can do it with the 3 diagnostics as well. So, and we can use it on other pages, not just like the home page. So what will happen is if I click on the image, the content here will change and it will have a call to action, the back end, and this image will change as well. So I can click, I'm clicking on my mouse is very light, so you can't hear it when I'm clicking. We can use these buttons as well. So even here, I can click and it can change. So it's just another function that I wanted to show you. Okay, so let's have a look at the other website to look we've designed. So I see my time is running out. I need to move along, so I'm going to try and do it faster. So with this look and feel, we've brought in some other elements as well, but we can also base it on the previous look and feel. It's just we've added some other design styles to it. Again, when this page loads, we can have elements move on it. So here's the version where we have the who we help and how we help menus. So let me first show you the mega menu on this one. So the login will take me to Basecamp. We can also have a button here to Basecamp, but let me just show you on the menu itself. So it will open a mega menu, and again this can have a white background, it can be bigger. Again, we've got our buttons to our call to action buttons to our pages, and at the moment we're also again advertising join Basecamp with information, and you can click here, it will open the Basecamp. Again, we can make it longer and we can add the diagnostics tools in here as well, or we can remove the Basecamp and add the diagnostics in here. It's just an interesting way to build a menu different to your standard normal stuff. Okay, so here what we've done here is if I go and I hover over who we help, you've got these drop downs. It shows individuals, family owned businesses, corporates, and then what will happen here is if I go over family owned business, this can pop out, and we can have sub descriptions as well. And then the same with how we help. We can have starting your board, transform your board, join a board. And even if you like the icons, we can try and use it on the other website as well. So the whole thing here is to say, listen here, I like what you've done here, or if I like the icons, can we use it on a certain page? It doesn't have to be on the home page itself. And again, because this is a flat JPEG, not the real website we've built. So if I move over to start your board, it will go out this part, and it will have just certain points that explain starting your board. Okay, so this is just how we thought maybe to make it a little bit different to what the other company showed you of this. So I've got a version of this gray, white, lighter look that's also based on the previous functionality. where we scroll and the screens are changing, and then it goes down. I'm going to show you just now. Okay, so with this one, we have this option. If I scroll down, we've got our About Sirdar. Here we get to a functionality, another functionality. So again, the designer just used the guide. I know you may be moving away from this, but I just want to show you what we can do with this functionality of the site. So it can be anything here. So let's just go over to it. So what will happen here is if I click on this image here, it will open the image with information and read more. So again, doesn't have to be educate, it can be our 3 circles as well. I think it's just maybe going to be difficult to show them here. If I click back, it will show me guide. If I click here, again, it shows me this. If I go here, it shows me information here. So it's just a nice way to lay out information on the website. So I wanted to show you this functionality. Okay, so let me scroll down. If I scroll down, we get to our Basecamp. So we've got our Basecamp picture, and then we've got our Sirdar Basecamp on our tablet, our laptop, and our phone. And I've got a version where this is not in there, it's just a plain image as well. So let's scroll down a bit. Here we've got the other way that we are showing our packages to the previous version, and you can click on it. It will take you to Sirdar Basecamp, where you can buy your packages for your membership. Okay, scroll down. So here if you just used your diagnostics in a different way, it's just a different design. I think we got this from designs that you guys did and sent us in Illustrator. And again here this will be the events. So the events here will move like a moving banner, and you can click on read more. Again, if I click on it, it will take me to the Sirdar Basecamp to go and apply there. Okay, so this is just a layout. Same here, if I click on blogs, it will go to the blog page on the Sirdar Basecamp. The same with the case studies and then the workshops. Here we've got our testimonials. So the testimonials will move either by clicking, or we can set it to a timer. And we can have testimonials on the page. But again, we feel this is important for the home page. And then this is just the footer the designer designed. So it looks a little bit different because we've got the buttons at the side, your form, and just use your journey in the design as well. So for the if we go to the contact page, we'll have the world map there with on the contact page, and would rather not do it on the home page. It will take too much space, as well as the team. So you will see this site at the moment, this look doesn't have a call to action to the team, but we can easily design it into the home page itself. So again, we are just looking at functionality and also design, which way you want to move. Okay, let's have a look at the darker or a different version. Sorry, it's not the darker version. So what the next version is it is this menu, or the home page, home screen where you will land. But we've done it like the first option. We don't have the who we help and how we help option. And again, if you like to do this, if this is something you want to do, let me just get to those menus. So if you want to do this on other look, we can also do that on the first look I've showed you. Okay, so let's go to this option here. So what's happening here is the page will open in this screen. Let me show you how it looks when it's a little bit alive. So when we build it, it will also have movement, something like this, just to so it is not just static. And what will happen on this look is the same with the first one. We will you're going to scroll, and what will happen is when you scroll, this screen is going to stay here. It won't scroll down to a different screen, but it will again go through the motion where it says, okay, we are Sirdar, and what Sirdar is the meaning of it. And then the next screen we'll go to is who we help, and this is who you help. And the next screen, when I scroll, it goes to we can start your board, transform your board, help you join a board. If I scroll again, it takes me to the how we help, and if I scroll again, it takes me to the let's start. And the let's start can be diagnostics, join the Sirdar Basecamp and events and programs, and whatever else we want to add here. So what we can do on the screen, we did not design it, we can bring, whether it says let's start, we can bring the 3 circles in here of the diagnostics. We can also bring in the iPad type of screen for the call to action to Sirdar Basecamp as well. So we can add this to the let's start screen. Even what we can do is if you scroll again, the next screen can be the diagnostics or the Sirdar Basecamp call to action. Okay, so what will happen now if I scroll, because it's come to the end of let's start, it will open, it will scroll down like a normal website. Here we'll have that feature I showed you just now. I'm not going to go through it again, but you can see here we've got the darker look than the other one. The other one was white. I can go back to it. So this is the other look. This is red. It's a bit darker. Here we don't have the iPads, but we can add it. I just want to show. So this is a bit of a darker look than the other one. We've got our black and not the white. So it's just giving you a feeling of a darker side. Same here. Here we've got our events, our call to actions, to blogs, case studies and workshops. So what you'll see is that this isn't the focus, isn't on the blogs, case studies, workshops, or even on the resources. We want to make the focus on the Sirdar Basecamp and the diagnostics toolkit. Okay, so here again it's just testimonials in a darker look and feel, but our one was white, and this is just our dog footer as well. Okay, so lastly I want to show you just a combination of, if I would combine stuff. So this is almost the same look as the previous design. To work with the, when I scroll, it will take me through the motions until I get to let's start, and then from there what you'll see is I've got a lighter look and feel to it. So the one I showed was the darker one, so yes, just light version with that header. Again, I just wanted to show that that even this was the one designer's layout, but this is a different designer. This was the first option. So we can even bring designs from the first look to the second look, and we can tweak it a little bit if it doesn't 100% fit, but it looks fine. And again, what we can do is this can be, we can bring in elements of the first look to the second look as well. So we will have, when you scroll, it goes red, and you move through the screens until number 9, number 10 will be your Sirdar diagnostics as well. Okay, so this is just a mix of the two. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the Sirdar Basecamp. I showed you this on other video as well, so I didn't change a lot. So I'm going to show you with all access. In other words, somebody that's is on the best membership. That's me, I'm logged in. So what I've changed is just the menu here on top. You will see I'm not going to squeeze in another one because on my laptop it was cutting off the last menu item. So what I've done is I've changed the menu layout. So we've still got our activity, And you'll see now my activity, if we've got a few new feeds here, because what I've done is I've added events. So anytime you add something, and it's something that somebody is allowed to click through to, they can click through to it and view it. So this was just case studies that I added. So this is activity feed. I haven't changed something a lot here. We've added the image here, membership plans. If you click on it, it will take you to membership plans. I just wanted to show that we can bring in design elements as well. On this side, we've got our membership plans, just on a different layout of design. And also we can make it clickable. We've got our forum stats. We've got our events calendar as well. If I go to the next month where all the events are, you will see it has events. If I click on it, it will go through. So we'll change that blue because we're on day 1 blue. This is just our groups and our feed here. At the bottom of our feed is our job we added. Okay, so that's the feed. We've got our events. So if I click on events, it will take me to my calendar. I'm just going to go to next month because in April there's nothing. And here I can see my events and I can go and click on them to go through, or just hover over it. It will give me some more information. And if I let's say I go to webinars, it's just going to show me webinars. So it can filter as well. And just again, we've got this month list day, so I can just click on list. It will show me the list of events. So this is really nice. So if you have events in different places, so it's not virtual events, you can actually click on a map and it will show you the events on the map as well. Then we've got our learn. So let's just go to one of the courses. So this is just applied directorship program course. So at this stage, I'm right to start adding content. So if you can supply me with this courses, let's say first week or first month content, I can start adding it and styling it, and then in that process show Ferdows how to do it, and I can give her access, and she can start accessing or adding content to the LMS. So at the moment we don't have content, but I can it shows that I'm in progress. I'm doing this course at the moment. I've only completed 9%, and I can go to continue, and it shows me that I've done module 1, and I still have to do all my other modules as well. So just got some fake content in here, and you can add anything: audio, video, feedback, homework, exams, questionnaires, and there's rules you can set up as well, so the person can't go to the next content. So at the moment you can just also see who's got access, and I've got a fake profile of you on the system. So here's other course. I just created it so we can show that we can also add other courses as well. There's no content here. Our resources, so under learn we've got our courses, under events we've got our events broken up into categories, and our resources. So this is where I made the biggest move. We've got library, case studies, and blog. So the blog will be open to everybody, I presume that. So this is the layout of a blog. If I click on a blog post, it will take me to a blog post I can read. And then the case studies look almost the same as the blog, the layout. So it's also a post form. I can click on a case study. We can change this up if we want to. I just took the PDF, cut it up so we can just see our case study. So now instead of having to download it, we can have it so somebody can download the PDF, but rather put in the content on the website. So we've got in the current website so many PDFs. And then the library. So this will take us to a document library. And these documents are different documents to what will be on the groups on the forum. So you can have an open document library with open with documents people can access for free. So we just added a few images just to make it look a bit interesting, because this PDF they don't have front pages, but you can click on a preview and view the PDF itself, or you can download it. And this is just our folders. You can move through the folders. So I've added a few different folders just to show you guys. So you can load quite a lot in a row as well, and you can also decide how many it should show on the page again, or just change it blue to a better color. Okay, so here we'll have tools, evaluation and diagnostics. So here we haven't started to build the form yet, but I'll speak to you guys about it. I first want us to start with a look and feel of the website, and then we can start with the questionnaire form and capture the data. I also need to find out how will they first pay for it, or is it included in the membership, how this is going to work. Okay, jobs. If you click on jobs, it's going to show us. I only have one job at the moment. We can have a video, text. I can apply for a job within this post, and this can be behind the firewall. So in other words, free users can't see it if you don't want them to see it. And this is just our groups. So at the moment, this is my profile header. This is BP Solutions, our other business. And I've got a few groups here, and I can just click on, this is at the moment the group that's active. So groups will be your membership, because whatever's in this group you can manage. You can load a header for it. At the moment I'm the organizer of the group, and this is just the users. So I can click on their profiles and have a look at her profile. It's almost exactly like LinkedIn. And we can decide what information she must fill in. I showed you on the previous video as well. So we can have personal information, professional data, and base data as well. You just change that name. And we can disable photos. In other words, users, we can set it so they can't upload photos or their own documents. So this will be documents that she uploaded and shared, but only people in a group, in this group, will be able to see that. So in this group, the group will have its own feed. It will have its own photos, albums, documents only for this group. So any documents I upload here, only members in the ADP alumni group will be able to see this PDF. Send messages. So I can send a message as the admin to the whole group. I can also send private messages, DMs, and we can attach photos, attachments, GIFs, and emojis in private messages as well. Send invites at the moment. So what I can do is, if I click on it and I add somebody's email address, it will send them an email invite, and I can invite certain users as well. It's just now when you invite them to the group and don't have the membership, they won't have access. And this is just for the discussion itself. So Luna made a discussion. I can go and check what the discussion is. And she's talking about often should my board be evaluated. And I can go and subscribe to this feed, so I can see when people start chatting inside of this group. I can see there's a favorite, and I can reply to her as well. And she can, when she created this question, she added tags as well. So she can even tag, so you can have certain tags. And this is managed, just I will see this because I'm the admin. I can manage the group, delete the group as well. Okay, again, here's my profile. So I've got my profile, can view, edit, change my cover. This is my account. So here I will see my account information, export all my data here. I can see my timeline posts, notifications. So I've got one unread message. So I can see that Luna sent, this was the update. There's a notification that she made this post inside of the group I'm managing. Here I can see my connections. So I can see I've got no pending requests for friends. And I can see who is connected to me. So at the moment I only have 3 friends. And I can list, view in list mode. Yeah, here I can see the groups that I'm added to. By paying a membership, we can see what's in the forums, the discussion, the replies, photos of the documents. This will be my documents, my own documents, and email invites. So not everybody will be able to do email invites. It's just admins that can invite people to groups. And my logout. So here I've got my card. So when I grab a membership, I'll be able to pay it via the system. We can also run a shop, so you can sell anything, virtual content, PDFs, real content, t-shirt, or cap, or whatever. Here's my notifications. At the moment I don't have any notifications. Here's my messages. I can just see Luna sent me a message. And here I can search for anything if I want to. And then we've got this menu, like I said last time. It repeats a lot of things that are here. So it depends on if the user, if they want to use this menu here, or click here and use this menu here. So this will be a faster menu just to access quickly. Okay, so that is the Basecamp in short and sweet. So at the moment I'm right or I think we can add content to it, and we can assign certain people to add content, and I'm going to show you if there's more content. I don't know how many content you have you want to add, but I think by adding lots of content when you launch, so that there's a lot of things for people to do when they pay for membership or even visit the Sirdar Basecamp itself. Okay, so hopefully I didn't speak too much, and I gave you the right information. I really hope I showed you everything I wanted to show you, and I think with the video it was easier for me to do certain things because we haven't built this website. We needed to put some tricks with the videos. Okay, so I'm looking forward to chatting with you guys, and hopefully everybody can have a look at the video before we can have this chat. But if we don't, I can have the video play. Just our time, it took me 53 minutes to get through everything and explain everything. Okay, bye bye.